Saul Kirsch here at Double Alpha Academy. And like many of us, we're stuck at home, we can't get to the range, we can't practice, so a lot of us resort to dry fire, an excellent way to keep up your skills. Now, many people have dry fire targets available that they use to track their sights, to practice their transitions. We make sets of dry fire targets, a lot of other manufacturers offer them as well, but where most people fall short, they never get to practice one of the most popular and for many most difficult targets on the range, the swingers. So we're very pleased to be offering, as of now, a new dry fire system which will enable you to incorporate tracking and picking up your sight picture and practicing your timing on a swinger while you dry fire. Now this kit comes complete with everything you use, everything you need to set it up and use it, and I'll get into a few details now and show you how to assemble and how to use this new dry fire swinger. Now when you receive your Double Alpha Dry Fire Swinger, it's going to come dismantled in parts, everything laying flat in a box. You're going to have everything you need to assemble the target and operate it while attaching it to a glass window or to a flat cupboard, anything that these suction cups can hold on to. If you'd like to improvise and change and use other attachments, you can drill the base directly into a wooden board or mount it any other way you like. In order to assemble, you will receive the swinger target already assembled with the roller in place, so you don't have to do any work over there. What you're going to do is, and the first step is mount the back plate, assemble the 3 suction cups. You'll receive 3 suction cups and these plastic nuts included with them. Screw them into place, attach them. The long bolt, which is a 30mm M8 bolt, comes through the hole in the top. You place 2 nuts and tighten them. You'll need a number 13 spanner or a 1/2 inch spanner. Tighten those 2 nuts, one on top of each other. They then fit in behind the bearing, and an additional nut which is included holds it in place. You can tighten that up. That'll lock the center of the bearing and allow the swinger to move. Now, as a counterweight, we provide another M8 screw, 20mm long, together with a nut, and 3 large square washers to use as weights. You have different holes that you can position it to get different characteristics of the swing. Now, these little adapter pieces are what hold the cover in place. They simply slide into their slots and are ready to receive the wall which comes in front of the swinger. I'd like to point out that this piece here, which is the small wedge which locks the swinger in place, engages underneath the little triangle on the bottom of the arm. So once that positions in the front wall, and I'll show you that in a minute, you're going to place it so that it engages just under the swinger and will then hold it in place until you pull on the string to release it, which activates the target. So I just wanted to point out the place of engagement is right over there. Now the front wall, the cover, is designed to allow you the option to assemble the wall in a position that allows you to see the swinger in the top of its arc. Now this is useful for when you want to practice tracking the target on the top of the cover. You can just look from the top to see where that engages. You can see that's in place. Another little tip here is that the little wedge that locks the target, you should use the string and leave a little extension, tie it to one of the available holes on the bottom of the wall. That'll prevent the wedge from falling to the floor and makes a reset easier. The string is 5 meters long, so you can back away from the target, activate it before drawing your gun. Target is activated, and you can then practice setting up on the target, tracking it, exiting for additional targets. These 3 additional targets are actually included, the 3 targets you see here. These targets are included in the kit, and you'll just have to improvise a solution for hanging them on the window or on the wall or the door that you're practicing on. So when setting up the wall in this way, you can see the target only on the top of its arc, a common setup, but you do have the option, simply by lifting the wall and turning it, you can now assemble it at an angle that will allow the swinger to be visible only on the outside of the wall. So now you can set up the target. We're going to want to do that here. Again, you engage with the little triangle on the bottom of the swinger. I'm going to move my camera position so you see this a little bit better. And now when we trigger and release, the swinger is available and visible only on the left side of the barricade. You can assemble the barricade off to the left and then practice seeing the swinger visible on the right side. So this barricade with its different mounting holes gives you an assortment of options for setting up the target. So this is the new Dry-Fire Swinger Target, which is available now complete and ready to use from doublealpha.biz.